We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illibuck.
And the Illibuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten, only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a turtle to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry game.
It's a pretty cool-looking wooden turtle, I'll say that. And that's saying something, Pollack. How about that? A history lesson from you. Anyone that says that this football game's not educational, they just don't watch us enough.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Illinois lining up quickly. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, running back gets the give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So Ohio State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a lot of living animals. That's why they changed it.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. The Buckeyes have a 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw. It's Van Dyke. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game. Out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your perspective.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Illinois right back to the line. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Was to pass. Coming after it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
I just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak. We got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd and California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The jet sweep pass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got a man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got a man, it's Smith. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over USC. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quick handoff. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Trying to get to him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Van Dyke. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Yeah, and you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver. Pressure coming.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Bauer. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have 2 longtime foes battling for a prize like the Illabuck Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Van Dyke. Just a short pass to the tight end. tackled after picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Second and short equals blow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Sanders. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Illini. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, really nice catch there, getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round pick.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets away from one, finds room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Illinois lining up quickly.
Man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back.
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Looking for a man. It's Van Dyke. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires and picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He makes a grab, and he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
1st and goal, Illinois.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to blast their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Van Dyke. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page, they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the 4th quarter. Just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off, Palmer.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the second half.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful one. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To the air on first down. On the run, fires downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Van Dyke. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down for 42.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Bauer. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.